Hello, welcome back to the Jikook Moments channel. Here, we always discuss the little things that are often overlooked, but hold profound meaning for many. And this time, we'll be discussing a moment that's not only simple, but also capable of leaving many speechless, even giving them goosebumps upon realizing it. There's something about the connection between two people that can't always be explained in words. Sometimes, it's just the way they look at each other, the way they stand close together for no apparent reason, or even the silence that feels so meaningful. And that's what makes this moment feel so special. It all started from a seemingly ordinary situation. There was no excessive attention, no major event. But that's precisely where it was so special. Because, without realizing it, there was a small interaction that slowly caught the attention of many. At the time, many might not have immediately realized what was happening. But for those who paid closer attention, something felt different. An energy that's hard to explain, yet very real. That gaze. Yes, it all seemed to start from there. The way someone looks at another isn't just a look. It's a message that conveys something unspoken. A feeling too deep to be explained in simple words. And what makes it even more captivating is the response. It's not dramatic, nor is it contrived. Just a small reaction. Yet it feels so genuine and natural. Many then start talking about this moment. They replay it, slow it down, trying to capture every little detail they might have missed. And the more they pay attention, the more it feels like this isn't just a coincidence. There's a comfort there. A sense of security that only comes when two people truly understand each other without needing to say much. And that's what makes so many people start to feel the same thing. A thrill that's hard to explain. Some even say this moment feels like a small piece of something much bigger. Like a story that's not fully revealed, but enough to pique anyone's curiosity. And perhaps that's what makes it so touching. Because in a world full of big, dramatic things, it's small moments like these that feel the most real. Some say that strong relationships aren't always demonstrated by big things. Sometimes, it's evident in the simplest things done unconsciously. And this moment seemed to be proof of that. The way they stood close together, the way they adjusted to each other without being asked, it all felt so natural. As if they were used to being around each other, without even thinking about it. And when that moment happened, time seemed to slow down a little. Everything felt quieter, more focused, and deeper. It was like there was something being conveyed, but it could only be felt. Many fans felt goosebumps upon realizing this. Not because of anything scary, but because of the depth of meaning that such a small moment could convey. There was warmth there. There was sincerity. And most importantly, there was a connection that felt so strong, even to those who witnessed it from a distance. And perhaps that's why this moment is so hard to forget. Because it wasn't just seen, it was felt. And that feeling can't be easily ignored. As time went on, this moment continued to be talked about. Many tried to understand it, while others simply chose to enjoy it without seeking explanation. Because in the end, not everything needs to be explained. Some things are simply felt, and this moment is one of them. So when we look back on this incident, perhaps we'll realize that what made it special wasn't what was visible on the surface, but what lurked beneath. A genuine feeling, a deep connection, and a moment that, though brief, left such a lasting impression. And that's why many people are starting to ask, was this just a coincidence? Or was there something more? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain, this moment has touched many hearts. And perhaps that's where the magic lies. Jikook forever? Maybe we'll never truly know. But looking at this moment, it's hard not to feel something different. Purple Heart. And the longer we think about that moment, the more it feels like there are many layers of emotion hidden within it. It's not just a casual interaction, but like there's a long story hidden behind that 1 second of togetherness. The small things that might have been unintentional actually become the most meaningful part. Some people begin to connect this moment with previous events. It's as if this isn't the first time something like this has happened. A pattern slowly emerges, a habit formed unconsciously, yet consistently present on various occasions. And therein lies its uniqueness. Because without the need for direct confirmation or explanation, many can already sense something special. Something that isn't meant to be shown, but is nonetheless obvious to those who are sensitive. Others feel that this moment provides a special sense of comfort. It's like seeing two people who can truly be themselves without pressure, without having to pretend, without having to conform to anyone's expectations. That kind of sincerity is indeed hard to find. And when it finally appears, even briefly, the impact can be profound, even for those who only witness it on screen. Interestingly, the more people try to analyze it, the more they choose to stop and simply enjoy it. Because sometimes, overthinking can actually take away from the essence of the moment itself. The feelings that emerged from this moment felt so natural, not forced, not contrived. And perhaps, that's what made it feel so real and touching. Over time, this moment became a shared memory for fans. Something they'll remember, talk about, and perhaps relive with each rewatch. And in the end, perhaps what matters most isn't whether this moment holds great meaning, but how it managed to make so many people feel the same way, a warmth, a closeness, and a feeling that's hard to explain, yet so real.